We would like to take a second and recognize our graduating student athletes who will be playing in their final regular season match with Humber. Alex Mazarski. Alex played 4 seasons.
Is that not on? Is the mic on? Is the mic on? Can you hear him?
We would like to take a second and recognize our graduating student athletes who will be playing in their final regular season match with Humber. Alex Mazarski. Alex played 4 seasons with the Ryerson Rams before he joined the Hawks this season, earning 2 OUA All-Star selections. The Richmond Hill native has made an immediate impact for Humber's back line, highlighted by a league-low 0.6 goals against this season. Thank you, Alex. Luca Uccello. Luca, a former national team player, made an immediate impact for the Hawks as soon as he stepped on the pitch. His leadership was displayed on the field and in the classroom, and he was recognized as a CCAA Academic All-Canadian. The 2021 national champion currently leads the team in assists and points. Thank you, Luca. Federico Leal. After a stint with Algonquin, Federico Leal joined the Hawks in 2018 and will go down as one of the greatest free kick specialists in program history. A 4-time league all-star, Fed helped Humber capture 2 national and 2 provincial titles, and he currently sits 5th all-time at Humber with 43 points. Thank you, Fed.
Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us on the Hawk Sports Network. We are live from the Ontario Soccer Centre. The Humber Hawks are moments away from a doubleheader of soccer against the Niagara Knights, starting with the men's game. My name is Manny Calder alongside my broadcast partner Zach. Zach, how are you doing, my friend? And for this Hawks team coming in here at their home field 8-0, what are we expecting heading into today's game?
We're expecting good soccer all the way around. It's going to be phenomenal. Cannot wait for it to start. But first, gotta respect the national anthem. National anthem finished, Manny, and like I was saying, it's gonna be a very good soccer game. Humber tonight concludes the regular season homestand as Niagara Knights come to town. Humber so far, top ranked, 8-0, perfect record so far through the season. They've been looking outstanding. We saw some key contributing players, Luca Uccello, Federico Leal. We've seen Cadell Thomas do some highlight things. But I want to take a quick look at Niagara and Isaac DeWard, and he's leading that squad in scoring with 2 tallies. So on the side of Niagara, that's one guy to look out for, but on the side of the Hawks, you have a lot of people who can contribute and score.
Yeah, most definitely. You mentioned Cadell Thomas now leads the squad, I should say, in goals after his hat-trick performance against Conestoga Condors. Had a hat-trick, leading the team with 7 goals now. And we talked about how good Humber has been throughout. You looked at Humber, 4.9 goals per game, on pace to be for most in program history. So Humber doing a very good job at home field once again, coming in here against this Niagara Knights team with a perfect record, as you mentioned, lot on the table to finish the season strong.
Yeah, and you brought up his name, Cadell Thomas. He was actually named an OCAA Star of the Week, so he's definitely somebody to keep an eye out for. But also, Manny, the Hawks, they play so well at home with their all-time home record, 113, 13, and 17, with their last loss coming all the way back in 2019. So we know how well this team does on home soil, and we'll look to conclude, the homestand and the regular season on a high note.
Yeah, most definitely. And you see most of the usual starting suspects on this team coming out. You see number 10, Luca Uccello, who you just mentioned, for seniors night here.
Yeah, and he's someone that's really kind of taken that leadership role in this team, only being here for 2 years, but he's really kind of been somebody that these players listen to, and these young guys, we mentioned it last time out, last home game, a guy like Dana Medeiros really has some good teachers to learn and pave a path for him in Humber, and one of those guys is Luca Uccello.
Yeah, and especially as you mentioned, Daniel Medeiros, it shows in his playing style how aggressive this forward core is and how much they use their defense to their advantage. You could see that in the style of first-year Danny Medeiros already. So, like you said, experience in the locker room has helped his game quite a bit.
And something else to note, man, is actually the OCAA provincial tournament returns to Humber from October 26th to the 29th. So the Hawks will be looking for that 4th consecutive provincial title, and they currently own a 12-2 record at home in the postseason. So having that home field advantage could really help these guys.
Yeah, not that they might need much help, as they've shown throughout their dominant performance all season long, but it's always nice to have Lady Luck on your side, as it looks like Niagara's going to start things off here. And you talked about how good the Humber Hawks have been trying to lock up the provincial playoffs again. Talking about how good they have been. With a win over Niagara tonight, the Hawks will clinch their 25th division title, 8th in their 9 years since 2013. And Humber already pressing in Niagara zone. Cross attempt and a shot, but that one is blocked, and it goes over the post for a corner kick. Keeper with the save there. And that shot coming by Federico Leal there. My mistake, Damien Kay, number 9. And corner kick just behind by Alex Mazarski.
It was a good header attempt, just missing towards the right side of that post. And Humber, coming out strong. We know how strong of a team they've been all year. This Niagara squad been struggling a little bit, so look for these Hawks to jump on them early.
And Damien Kay right in front of that to cause that corner kick. What a shot by him that was on net, saved by the goalie. So aggressive start here for the Hawks already. And Niagara now pressing, but out of the reach for Noah Digio. And Humber throw-in. Mazarski now on the back end. Tried to find Danny Medeiros, but out of bounds by Niagara. Another Humber throw-in. Medeiros gets it. Isaiah Knoll. Back to Medeiros. Cadell Thomas with a touch. He'll go to Medeiros. Trouble from Niagara. The Knights pressing in the Humber zone. Isaiah Knoll will come in. And there you see it again, Zach. As soon as the Niagara Knights pressing in the Humber Hawk zone, Humber builds up that, fortifies that back end, and just tries to deflate any attack coming in their zone, which we have seen repeatedly from this Hawks team.
Yeah, we know how good that back line is, Manny, and it's been showing all year long, especially with some of the new additions and the younger players.
Yeah, most definitely. And there you see Niagara pressing again, a chance for Isaac DeWard. He'll shoot, but across the goal line, crosses the goal line for a goal kick. Isaac DeWard with an early shot attempt here for the Niagara Knights.
And we mentioned him at the start of the broadcast. He is one of those guys that will kind of be the lead scorer for this Niagara team. You know, he leads the team with 2 tallies, so look for him to try to get the offense going for his squad.
Danny Medeiros trying to find Leo. My mistake, Uccello. Uccello with it. Passes it on. Shot attempt. Saved. And that is in. Goal for the Humber Hawks.
Yeah, just a fantastic finish all the way around. The Hawks just proving once again why they're 8-0 in the year.
Yeah, Luca Uccello there to Delgado, to De Bartolo, to Rahimi Wahiz. Take a look at that. Rahimi Wahiz not wasting any time to put that one in the back of the net, Zach.
Yeah, you see it on the replay. It's just phenomenal passing all around from this Hawks team. And just still early on, 4 minutes in, and they're already ahead. It just shows how dominant of a team they are. And, man, this is going to be a very good game for them.
Yeah, it all started from Uccello on the far side. And Humber Hawks up 1-0 already. And that pass backwards will give Niagara the ball, but Humber with the pressure once again. Cadell Thomas. Some pressure there from Osman Hussein, and Cadell Thomas allows Humber to steal the ball back once again. Alex Mazarski now with it. That pass attempt blocked by Niagara. Isaac DeWard. Stolen, but Niagara still has it. Rahimi Wahiz trying to find De Bartolo on that, but whistled down.
Drawn that foul there, De Bartolo.
Quick kick there by Isaiah Knoll. Alex.
Yeah. Isaiah Knoll, the first-year player, he's done a really good job kind of fortifying this back line for Humber. And, you know, coming into his first year with the team that like Humber, that it could, for some players, that could be a little bit intimidating. But it just seems that, you know, he's accepted the challenge and he's really just taken the reins.
Yeah, most definitely, like you said, he has a great partner with him on the back end, Alex Mazarski, and one other player you mentioned at the beginning of this game today. That one called offside on the Hawks. And you talk about the veteran and experience on this Humber Hawks soccer team. You saw Damien Kay becoming a factor already in this game.
Yeah, and to think, you know, Damien Kay, only a third-year player, still has more time to go with this Hawks and build and develop these relationships with the younger guys in their first year. But they just do a phenomenal job all the way around, and I believe that was Cadell Thomas drawing that one.
Yeah, Cadell Thomas takes a little contact there and a free kick given to the Humber Hawks. And here comes number 10, Luca Uccello, to take it. There you see Niagara pressing in their own 18-yard box to try and form a wall. And Leal gets set. Here we go. Kick by Federico. And that one goes right in. Uccello with a free kick. Just right in like a missile. Putting the Humber Hawks up 2-0 early on in this game.
Yeah, we talked about how Federico Leal is a free kick specialist by Luca Uccello. Oh, man. Just beautiful all the way around. And the Hawks, just like that, it's been 4 more minutes and they're up 2 now. This offense is so potent and so strong, Manny.
Yeah, Luca Uccello with a missile on that free kick. It took a second for everyone to get their reactions going, but that kick defines the back of the net. And once again, Humber steals the ball from Niagara. There's Osman Hussein. And Humber moving the ball up quickly once again. There's Cadell Thomas. Cadell Thomas will shoot. He'll score! Cadell Thomas, just like that. The Humber Hawks are up 3-0.
The star of the week himself getting on the board early. He got a hat trick in the last one, man. He's going for it again here. Already early on, the Hawks are rolling.
Yeah, what a goal, what a play by Cadell Thomas. They're coming in on the far side. Just takes a shot, beating the goalkeeper. Easy passing play from the Humber Hawks, finding the open lane. And just like that, in the first 9 minutes of the game, Hawks leading 3-0. And Humber will reset from their own zone. Hussein now. He'll find De Bartolo. Mazarski to Knowles. Back to Hussein. Stolen by Niagara. Opportunity building. Stolen back by Hussein for Humber. Trying to find Cadell Thomas once again, and here he is with speed. Cadell Thomas with a shot that's saved by the referee. Goalkeeper, my mistake. De Bartolo trying to find Pinto there, but that ball out of bounds.
Tremendous speed up that left side by Cadell Thomas. Got the pass and he just broke through the defender, had the one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Just couldn't bury it though.
And Humber, as soon as that attack was stuffed out, they recovered the ball and moved to close side here, as you saw De Bartolo trying to find Luca Pinto and just going right back to the attack.
Yeah, we said it all season long. This team does a really good job just kind of moving the plays from both sides of the field. If they can't find anything up the right side, they bring it back, play it along the back line, they'll go attack on the left.
You see Niagara pressing once again. But Humber quickly building up that box, trying to put up the defense. Offside call there for Niagara. Simon Silverio of the Niagara Knights getting vocal with his teammates, just telling them where to go, trying to get something going.
He's trying to fire up his squad, down 3 early. It's tough. You're playing with your back against the wall. So he's just trying to fire up his squad, saying like, use both sides of the field. It's kind of just do what Humber is doing. They're using both sides. They're finding the open field and the open man.
That pass attempt from Rahimi Wahiz, I believe that was for Damien Kay, just out of reach. But right you are, and Humber always seems to find those passing lanes and just open up the space to move the ball up, either going side to side, backwards, or forwards in a diagonal fashion. But Humber always finds to move the ball up and put the pressure on constantly. As they'll and there's Rahimi Wahiz. He'll go back to Mazarski. And there's the perfect example of that. Hummerhawks using the entirety of the field, going left to right, backwards, forward, sideways.
Yeah, exactly. Because you looked up here at the right side, Niagara really just kind of pinched down, kind of just really squashed any opportunity. And Humber just using the left side, having open field, moved it up, and they're already in the attack once again.
And there was De Bartolo trying to build the attack from this side, but cleared out by Niagara. Humber still has it with Rahimi Wahiz. Hussein with it now. Wahiz. Back to Hussein. Isaiah Knoll. Finds Cadell Thomas on the far side. And offside. Flag raised by the sideline referee.
Cadell Thomas just using his speed, and we've seen it already. Has one goal on the board for him. Almost had two within, I believe, a minute of each other. But that left side, he's using his speed, and he's getting past these defenders, breaking and getting really nice looks.
Yeah, and that plays into the chemistry of this team as well. You know they're going to spread it out left to right, and eventually if they don't see an attack building on one side, they're going to drop the ball back to the middle and try to expose the wings once again. There you see Danny Medeiros now on the far side. And having been already up 3-0, Humber can now really start to slow this down and really start to deploy their game plan of exposing any mistakes that are on the side of the opposition.
And just kind of one thing to notice right there, Medeiros, he actually played up. He got the ball and he joined the attack. And just a veteran and just a leadership move right there by Uccello, kind of filling the void at left back, just kind of playing back. And once he got his opportunity, he took off. And again, Medeiros switched off with him. So it just shows, Humber is really just not leaving any open room right now on the field. They're doing a really good job just filling any gaps and making sure that Niagara kind of feels suffocated in their own zone.
Yeah, and that's a terrific point there, Zach. And that corner kick is blocked by the goalkeeper. Niagara has it. Osman Hussein with a steal for the side of Humber. But that's a really great point because you bring up the fact that that Humber is doing a great job there, and it plays to that point where the veteran experience of Luca Uccello, he sees that a position has come open, and it plays to their chemistry where they know exactly where each of them need to be to deploy that specific game plan the Humber Hawks utilize, which allows them to be perfect on the field. So it's all about knowing where you are, where you're supposed to be to keep the play going. It's just like a well-oiled machine, we said it from time to time, the Humber Hawks. Corner kick. That is glove down. And a foul given to Humber, a yellow card.
Yeah, before the card was given out, I was going to say, even though he got the foul, it was still a very good play by Isaiah Knoll. Niagara really just got one of their best rushes up the field, and Knoll just trying to keep pace, caught up to him.
Yeah, at that speed, it's sometimes difficult to get ball first, and sometimes there is contact. Unfortunately, you can't do anything about that. But Knoll, unfortunately, getting the wrong end of that contact there, I believe. Niagara still has it, and a shot wide of the goal leads to a goal kick for the Humber Hawks. So danger averted there.
Yeah, they set up a good play there, Niagara, but just Humber's defense is really just the story of this program. They have that dominating offense, which for some teams it's very hard to keep up with, but the defense is always quietly just playing so well.
Yeah, we talk about the back end of the Humber Hawks repeatedly. And you see Wahiz with a passing attempt, trying to find Bartolo, but he finds it anyway. Niagara steals and going the other way now. Pressure from the Knights. And a little push there on Pinto. Foul given to the Hawks. Cadell Thomas on the far side once again. Tries to find Uccello. Contact on Medeiros. And a foul on Medeiros. And a yellow card given to Medeiros for pleading his case. I believe they're going to call that interference on him, Zach.
Yeah, no, couldn't really get a clear eye view just from our box over here on what really happened, but yeah, you know, you see the captain, Luca Uccello, just trying to plead a case there with the ref. You know, 2 yellows already to the side of Humber.
Yeah, it looked like that foul was going to go on Knights based on the contact made on Danny Medeiros, but ends up being a foul towards the Hawks on Danny Medeiros, unfortunately. It's stolen by Luca Pinto here. And De Bartolo has that one stolen from him. Knights coming again. And it's going to be a throw-in for the Niagara Knights.
With the substitution coming in, it's going to be number 5, Jack Soares. And then Ariel Romero is the one that subs off for the side of Niagara.
Throw-in recovered by Humber. There's Osman Hussein. Cadell Thomas with a little bit of fancy footwork. Unfortunately, Niagara steals that one. Humber recovers. Uccello passing it to Kay, but just a little out of his reach. And that'll go out of bounds for goal kick. There you see, after the flurry of goals from the Humber Hawks, they've recently slowed this pace down, and they're aggressive but not pushing as aggressively up the field.
Yeah, they kind of just they pick and wait at opportunities.
And Damien Kay takes a fall there. Referee takes a look. Free kick will be given to the Humber Hawks. Just outside the 18-yard box.
Yeah, it looks like Kay went down, and the defender for Niagara kind of went for the ball as Kay was falling. So
Here's Luca Uccello. Already has 1 free kick goal in this game. That one was like a missile. Took off and ended up in the back of the net. And setting up a 5-man wall are the Niagara Knights this time. Isaiah Knoll takes it. It's blocked, but the ball's still in the Niagara Knights box, but they'll let it roll out for a goal kick.
good little nifty play there, but she couldn't break through the wall, unfortunately for Humber.
Actually, on that play, it'll be a corner kick because it was blocked by a Knights player. So here comes Luca Uccello once again, Zach. An opportunity still for the Hawks. Here's Danny Medeiros. As Isaac DeWard pressing. A great play from the Hawks to snuffle that attack out on the side of the Niagara Knights. Uccello with it. Wahiz to Hussein to Medeiros. He'll move it up. Uccello steals. Rahimi Wahiz. Hussein will come out around to this side of the field. De Bartolo. He'll try to center it. And a shot. And that's saved. Cadell Thomas with a shot on net, and that one was saved by Niagara Knights. Vincent Notarino. Niagara still getting pressed here, Zach, from in their own zone by the Humber Hawks.
Yeah, like I said, Humber's just suffocating them really in their own zone, not allowing them to get any out at all.
And play whistle dead there by the referee. Referee says it hit the arm of a Hawks player. Luca Uccello has it. Passed it to Usman. Pinta. He'll go to Bartolo. Bartolo gets taken down. And a foul on the Niagara Knights. Great give and go play there by Pinto and De Bartolo to try and get that attack going.
And that's something to note also, man. You know, Humber, they set up originally with 4 in the back, but the left back and the right back both will always join the rush. So they have the solidified 2 with their center backs, but the left back will always automatically join in if the rush is going on the left side, and same with the right back.
Kick by Uccello. Mazarski able to get a foot on it, but that one over the net.
That looks like something I would do, Manny, if I ever had an opportunity like that.
Well, put the ball over the net.
Just put the ball sky high in the air.
It was close. I mean, it's a shot that you took at net. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Wayne Gretzky and Michael Scott.
And a goal kick recovered by Humber. And they come up again. Trying to find Damien Kay. And that one just out of the reach.
It looks like it got off the hands of the goalkeeper, so it will result in the corner kick.
Yeah, it was just out of the reach of for Damien Kay, and like you said, goalie able to knock that one out of danger. So Humber still has a dangerous opportunity, but an opportunity that was just there for Damien Kay.
Yeah, just passing the halfway point of this first half, and it's been just all-out dominance.
Danny Medeiros has a long go, and that one will go towards the parking lot.
We say goodbye to that soccer ball.
And like you said, you were saying halfway point. Humber has done a great job here. 3-0. Another change here for the Niagara Knights. Joseph Crochet coming in. Alex Mazarski. He'll find Uccello. Uccello to Wahiz. That one gets turned around. Osman Hussein still has it. There you see the layers of the Humber Hawks. Get past one, there's another one waiting right there for you.
This offense is just so potent, man. Really anybody can hop up and join the rush, and we saw it right there. Danny Medeiros playing left back, just joins in, and really don't have to worry about it because you have two solid candidates playing in the middle, playing defense that you don't have to worry about potentially having that odd man rush back.
And like you said, it plays to the notion that how well Humber adjusts to the positions for each player. If one moves up, the other is ready to fill in and drop back. There you see Cadell Thomas, opportunity rising. That ball out of bounds off of a Niagara Knights player. Humber has another corner kick. And it'll bring up Luca Uccello once again. Quick corner taken to Cadell Thomas. Thomas still with it. And a sliding tackle out of bounds. Another corner kick. All ball, says ref.
Yeah, Cadell Thomas made a little fancy move around the defender to free up some space and then just kicked it a little bit too far away from himself. So we'll go again.
Luca Uccello. And that one is whistled down, I believe, for a goalie going down there, but I believe it was offside from this sideline's referee.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was offside or there's just contact with the goalie, but either way, both will result in a Niagara kick.
And Humber now starting from their own zone. There's Knoll once again. Trying to find Uccello, but that one touch uncontrolled. Niagara pressing the other way. An attack building for the Knights, and Alex Mazarski blocks that one.
Yeah, and I brought it up last week with the Humber Hawks women's team, but it's something that's happening here that I'm noticing. Ezekiel Carrasco and net, they're really doing a good job communicating with his back line. You can faintly hear him saying, you got time, you got space. You got time, you got space, talking to Isaiah Knoll. Just letting him know, don't need to rush anything, keep your composure.
Yeah, definitely the eyes of this team and the voice from back there letting him know where to be in the formation if there's any danger. Carrasco has done a phenomenal job himself in goal. And you see Luca Uccello pressing from far side. Medeiros tries to find him. That ball out of bounds. Humber throw it. Well, 31 minutes into the game now. Humber leading 3-0. And pressing for an attack. Here's Mazarski with a long go. Off the crossbar. Damien Kay still has a heel shoot. And right into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Just good opportunities once again all around for the Hawks. Unfortunately, just couldn't get it to go in. But they've been playing just sensational soccer throughout the beginning half of this first half.
Alex Mazarski stolen by Cadell Thomas there. Humber has it now. Cadell Thomas still with it. He loses it, but Medeiros, he'll go to Uccello. Osman Hussein. Uccello once again. To Medeiros. He'll have a go at it right into the arms of the goalkeeper.
One thing to note about this Niagara team, Manny, is this is a relatively, new team to the OCAA, having 22 first-year players and having only one player having over 3 years played for in the OCAA. So this team, it's gonna take some time to get some meshing and get a flow going. But relatively, they've played an okay game against Humber. Obviously down 3-0 right now, but for a new team, it's been an okay of a look.
Yeah, they've adjusted well. One thing I agree with you there, Zach, is they've adjusted well and they've made some in-game adjustments to try and limit the options for the Humber Hawks. Here's De Bartolo. Damien Kay shot and saved by the goalkeeper. Cadell Thomas still has it. Stolen by Niagara. Thomas pushing. And that one out of bounds off of Cadell Thomas, but it will be Niagara throwing.
It showed in the first 10 minutes of the half really just how much more experienced Humber is because of just the speed that they play at and the way they're able to just manipulate a game in their control with the pacing and with the passing and with opening up lanes. And, since then, they've still had their opportunities and possibly having another one right here. But, Niagara's defense has kind of just settled in more. It seemed like the nerves were up there a little bit for them, but now they're trying to get things rolling.
Yeah, most definitely. I was just about to go back to that point before that opportunity there, as they've made a exceptional in-game adjustment. But like you mentioned, Humber Hawks having so many veterans, so much experience on this roster, are just able to deploy their game style or playing style so much easier and try to take leads in games and then just put a stranglehold on those games with the lead. There's Osman Hussein trying to find Cadell Thomas. That's cleared out by Niagara. Luca Pinto. And a foul given to the Hawks on that header by Pinto. A substitution coming here for Niagara. Noah Wilson coming off. And that ball is stolen by Osman Hussein. Cadell Thomas goes to Medeiros. And there you see it. Most of the time Humber is stealing those kicks just before the center half line and building up their attack once again, putting the pressure on once again. Just absolutely relentless onto the field.
Just heavy pressure constantly, not really allowing Niagara to get anything going.
And everywhere, like you keep mentioning, they're in layers. When you see one Humber player there to defend or to attack, there's always a second one right behind them, fortifying that offense and defense. Cadell Thomas. Rahimi Wahiz had that one knocked away from him out of bounds. It'll be Humber throwing on the far side. Ryan Williams comes into the game for the Niagara Knights. Cadell Thomas with an opportunity. Cadell Thomas scores.
Second of the match. Cadell Thomas is just poised and looking for the third.
Yeah, just a one-man show there. It gets not through 1, 2, 3 defensemen for the Niagara Knights before putting that one in the back of the net.
Fourth-year player for Humber out of Brampton, Ontario. His second goal of the match, and he's just looked sensational, to say the least, Manny.
Yeah, 4-0 for the Humber Hawks here before the first half. Had a hat trick against the Condors, already has 2 tonight. And there's plenty of soccer game left, Zach, for him to score that third one once again. But Humber Hawks putting up another one. And there you see them attacking again. Pass to De Bartolo. He'll try to center it out of bounds on Niagara for a corner kick. So Humber, after scoring a goal, comes right back on the offense and in a dangerous territory with a corner kick.
It's just pressure. That's what they just constantly are keeping. They keep putting it on Niagara. It's just the constant pressure. They're not allowed to get any space going in this game, and it's just kind of the game strategy of Humber. We've seen it all year long.
And that kick by Uccello was blocked by Niagara and kicked out of danger, but out of bounds. Humber throw-in. Medeiros looking for someone to throw to. Goes to Damien Kay, gets it right back. Damien Kay, he gets taken down. No whistle. Kay is injured and down. Opportunity for Niagara. Pinto will kick it towards Carrasco. Carrasco tries to clear. Niagara steals it. Isaac Ward shoots right into the arms of Carrasco.
Like I said, the field general, Ezekiel Carrasco, he just does a great job. And you're talking the ref there because, on the attacking side, Damien Kay went down, got up very slowly. He's back, trying to shake off the pain, but you can see it looked like it was just off the shin guard.
Yeah.
And Carrasco speaking up saying, "Ref, how many times?"
Yeah, great leadership from a second-year player on this team. Obviously not afraid to stand up for his teammates and call out unfair plays where he thinks the play should have gone for his team. As you mentioned, that sometimes you have to be careful and pick your poison. Referee telling him to get on with that one. And another substitution for the Niagara Knights. Another two, I should say. Jack Suarez makes his way back into the game. And Sebastian Reed draws in for the first time. And Rahimi Wahiz steals that one again. Trying to find Cadell Thomas or Danny Medeiros on that far side, but out of their reach. Just about 5 minutes left. Contact made with Danny Medeiros. He goes down. Ball out of bounds. Humber ball. It'll be a free kick given to the Hawks just before it goes out of bounds. In the center of your field, Uccello has a go at it. And that one above the net.
It's just so much power behind his kick, You really don't know if he's going to attack, get up close, or if he's going to take that long shot. So, if you're a defender, it's hard to judge whether you want to give him the space or, respect the long shot.
Yeah, Uccello, much like a wizard on this team, always has you questioning his next move because of how skilled he is. There's Damien Kay with a go at it. Saved by the goalkeeper. Pressure from the Hawks once again. Hussein steals it. Santino De Bartolo, he'll go back to Uccello. Uccello tries to find De Bartolo, but stolen away from the Niagara Knights. Opportunity for the Knights here. There's Corten. He'll try to get it across. Out of bounds, says the referee there. It'll be a goal kick for the Humber Hawks. There you see a little bit of attack building up for the Niagara Knights and all the Humber Hawks. I see Pinto. He'll get it to Uccello. Humber pressing once again, and they'll spread the field out. Damien K on the far side. And pressure on Damien K allows Niagara to negate that attack. Humber resets after Niagara takes that opportunity away. Santino de Bartolo with some flexibility, but that one out of bounds. Uccello pressuring, but Niagara moves the ball quickly. Stolen by Pinto. And stolen by Niagara. Opportunity coming, but Carrasco will be aggressive and kick that ball away from danger.
Yeah, it's a heads-up play by the keeper right there, coming out just to kick it out of the way, out of danger. You know, it does result in the throw-in, obviously, but still, you know, it was an opportunity. Niagara trying to build a little bit of momentum back, and heads-up play set by Carrasco just to get it out there and just shut any momentum down.
Yeah, he felt momentum on his side. He had the time and possession on the field and saw Niagara pressing, like you said, and he'd rather just get it out of danger than let it develop further. There you see Uccello moving the ball. Medeiros moves it up. Cadell Thomas. Damien K with it. Trying to find Bartolo, but stopped by Niagara. Luca Pinto seals. Opportunity here for Pinto. Stolen from Niagara. Uccello gets it right back. A little bit of hot pocket in the middle of the field here with the soccer ball. Humber has it now. Uccello tries to one-touch pass, but nobody there. Just about 8 seconds left here in this half. We're at the 45th minute mark. And
Watch for the ref. Stoppage time.
Humber playing a perfect half here so far, Zach. We're in added time now for this first half of the soccer game between the Humber Hawks men's and Niagara Knights team. Nice pressing with an opportunity building. And an offside flag raised on that opportunity by the Niagara Knights.
Yeah, you know, Niagara have just really been trying to just generate something here.
And they came close on that one. That one looked like a good attack building for them, but that offside flag raising up as they were trying to find Isaac Ward once again. And that'll be the first half, the first 45 minutes of the game. Humber Hawks putting up 4 on the scoreboard. 3 very early prior to the 10-minute mark, and 1 in the last 10 minutes of the game, Zach. So Humber doing a great job on both sides of the field once again.
Yeah, you know, almost to like what their season has been so far. It's been nearly perfect from the side of Humber so far today, and it's only been one half, Manny. But you know, we'll see a couple of goals here on the screen, and it's been phenomenal play all around. You know, the defense has really done a good job kind of crashing into the offensive rushes, and if Niagara has gotten any momentum or any play, there's everybody falling back and filling a role there on the defensive side is huge.
Yeah, and that free kick goal that was just on screen took everyone a second to realize that one had actually just gone in, as that was a perfect place kick by Luca Uccello, and that one there by Cadell Thomas firing that one home was just absolutely phenomenal. Humber Hawks, there's the Cadell Thomas goal once again from another angle. Humber Hawks going up 4-0 in the first half. We will be back shortly after taking a break. We'll join you for the second half of this game. Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us for the second half of the Humber Hawks game with the Niagara Knights going on here. Hawks leading 4-0 heading into the second half of this game. Zach, what can we expect out of both teams?
Just keep expecting more perfection. I mean, from Humber, they're missing some key guys, but they've still really done a good job, and it just shows you the depth of this team and how well of a unit they actually are. For the side of Niagara, it's kind of, build off of that first half. You have a lot of first-year guys in this team, and it just kind of let them get game action here in their first year, especially against a team like Humber, who's well potent of an opponent. So just kind of get that rep, get that feeling of what it's like to play a top-tier team, and just kind of use that to build as your own player.
And Humber starting with the same players that they finished the last half with, no substitutions. So you'll see Cadell Thomas, Uccello, Damien Kay.
I was going to say, number 11 right in front of us here, man. Keep an eye on him.
Yeah, he was.
Had himself a game.
When they were going right to left, he was utilized a lot on the far side of the screen, but going left to right, they were utilizing him on the far side of the screen. Now going the other way, we'll probably see him a lot in front of us. And there you see Hawks starting out on the far side. Pinto, he'll go to Mazarski. Hussein. That's Wahiz Rahimi. Finds Uccello. Here's Cadell Thomas. Bartolo with it. Tries to center. Blocked by Niagara and out for a throw-in.
Yeah, it looked like the Bartolo was trying to go to Medeiros there. He pushed up on the rush, and he looks like he's playing in forward position here, but it could have just been the way that they're lining up.
There you see Damien Kay and De Bartolo. Pinto will drop that to Hussein. Cadell Thomas, he'll bring it to Isaiah Knoll. Knoll with a little bit run. Medeiros centers it for Uccello, but offside flag raised on the far side.
A hard pass to Medeiros, but just a really good job controlling that ball off of the pass. Got a nice first touch off of it, and a clean pass to Uccello. Unfortunately, was offside. But either way, if that play worked out, man, it's looking like a spectacular play.
Yeah, Uccello trying for that one touch, trying to just tuck it in on the far post. There you see that goal kick stolen by Humber. Wahiz Rahimi before he gives that to Cadell Thomas. Damien Kay with a run. Damien Kay has an opportunity, but deflected by the goalkeeper.
And he uses his speed once again. He tried to make that move around the goalkeeper. Unfortunately, and I mean, probably a matter of inches, Manny. Goalkeeper gets the fingertips on it.
Yeah, that one ended up making contact with Damien Kay before going out as it was a goal kick. But here comes De Bartolo for the Hawks again. Trying to center Damien Kay with a header, but just wide.
Got to keep your eye out there for Damien Kay. He's getting all the looks right now. Number 9. And he can tell he wants one. He wants one bad. It happened last home game what we called. He had chance after chance. It was just unfortunate he couldn't finish one of them.
Yeah, such a key player that gets involved in every game. Almost acts like a driving force on that offense.
He really stays quiet at the front, and then he has those moments where he can just explode for a big play.
Yeah, Lex will get lost in the coverage where nobody kind of realizes you're there until it's a little too late. And offside once again on Humber. They're getting looks, they're getting chances. And there you see the goal kick, but the Humber pressure already has the ball in their feet. Hussein to Cadell Thomas. Thomas goes inwards. A little trouble from Niagara and recovered by Humber once again.
It looks like Humber's just coming out here early on. It's just a 3-man backfield that they're holding.
Yeah, just every chance they can to take it on net. Here's Bartolo taking a shot, but that just slides across the goal mouth and it'll be out of bounds for a goal kick. Niagara will do a little pass, and then Humber pressing already. Humber wastes no time in stealing that ball and recovering it and jumping right back on the offense, Zach. Isaiah Knoll had it, giving it to Mrazarski now. And Mrazarski once again with it. Tries to get Medeiros, but out of the reach. An opportunity shot, but offside flag raised.
That was a little bit of a late offside call there, but nonetheless, Humber
Yeah,
retains.
Yeah, he waited until the shot was taken rather than when the pass was received by the player, but right call nonetheless. You see Isaiah Knoll starting off. Humber right back, building that attack from the back on it, back and out. Trying to find Uccello, stolen by Niagara. And a shot attempt that was going wide. Carrasco settled things down and Humber goes at it again. There you see Zach. Humber patiently using the passing to their advantage, finding those lanes. And that attempt for Uccello too far out of his reach on that one. Shot attempt, but Niagara has it. Wahiz Rahimi with some pressure. Pressure by Humber on Niagara. Uccello with the steal. Uccello gets taken down. No whistle by the referee.
Yeah, it looked like it was all ball, and just when he went to take that extra step, just the ball rolled on from under his foot.
And Cadell Thomas with a run. And Thomas's arm goes around one of the Niagara players, so whistled against the Hawks.
It was a nifty move down the line to keep it in, and then it was just got a little bit aggressive, grabbing the player.
He was just trying to get around the player, and his arm just ended up coming around, and a little bit of hold, interference, or contact, you may want to call it. And then now Niagara trying to move the ball up. Stolen by Pinto just before the center line. Danny Medeiros trying to find Damian Kay, but a little out of his reach. And Niagara starting out again. Uccello stops that attack. And Cadell Thomas, but that flag for offside.
Humber's just getting a little bit antsy. You know, they want that fifth goal. You know, last time out they scored 5. You know, trying to match that total here, but getting just a little bit antsy. Couple offside calls, but still basically near perfection and throughout this game from Humber.
Yeah, whether it's a goal kick or a free kick, Humber's jumping on those balls in terms of recovery and starting the counter attack and attacking again and again and at the net on a repeated, consistent basis. Here comes Niagara in Humber zone. That corner, that crossover kick just over Carrasco,
Probably,
but ends up going out of line. But
probably the best opportunity all night so far that Niagara's had. It was like on the other side, a mere matter of inches right there, almost connecting on that cross.
yeah, that was Ryan Williams for the Niagara with that cross. And like you said, possibly the best opportunity for the Niagara Knights so far in this game. And Humber will reset. They go right back to Carrasco. He'll get pressure. And Humber goes away from their own end. Cadell Thomas. Some fancy footwork. He'll find Damian K. Damian K. Wahiz Rahimi Uccello. Uccello shoots. Uccello scores. Humber Hawks will go up 5-0. Some fancy footwork from Cadell Thomas. Beautiful passing play from the Hawks. Uccello puts that one in the back of the net.
And the captain buries the hatchet. And you said it best there, Manny. Just phenomenal passing all around from the Hawks right there. You know, it all started with Cadell Thomas just kind of breaking into the box, and then really just the story of this team this year, their passing and how pinpoint and precise that they have been. It was just a beautiful play and finished by none other than the man himself, Luca Uccello.
Yeah, beautiful passing there. Cadell Thomas starting that play with some fancy footwork. Humber Hawks going up 5-0. And like you said, one coming close on the other end for Niagara. And just like that, Humber Hawks go to the other end of the field and extend their lead by one more. See Wahiz Rahimi coming off there with Osman Hussein. Into the game coming in is Noah McIntyre. And Muniz. Cadell Thomas with it once again. Stolen by Niagara. Opportunity building. Centering attempt, shot on net. Off the post, and a diving effort by Carrasco.
Again, a mere matter of inches. We'll take another look at it here. And it bounces off the post into Carrasco. Hitting him in. Carrasco will be down. Looks to be in a little bit of pain.
And Carrasco's down, holding his knee. They're going to call the trainer. This could be a problem for the Humber Hawks based on how good Carrasco has been on the back end all season long in keeping the ball out of the net and the goal. But like you said, matter of inches for the Niagara Knights. Coming close yet once again. And rightfully so, all the teammates will come down to the goal or the 18-yard box and have a chat as Carrasco gets looked over, and they'll kind of keep an eye on him as well.
Yeah, obviously you want him to be okay. Big key piece, you know. He's one half of a really good tandem that Humber has. Carrasco as well as Zameta. And, you know, he got the day off. He got his fifth win the last time out. And Carrasco back up to his feet, looking like he'll be okay. And it might have just been the way the ball came up, winded him a little bit, or a little bit chilly out, so get a strain or two.
And he'll move the ball quickly to get the play back in action. Here's newly entered Noah McIntyre. Mazarski. He'll get it to Pinto. Uccello back to Pinto. Mazarski to Noel. Cadell Thomas. One touches to Danny Medeiros. Medeiros finds Uccello. Trying to go back to Medeiros. And stolen. Opportunity for Bartolo. And another goal. De Bartolo for the Humber Hawks.
Take one more look at it here. There's a little mishap once again on the backside there for Niagara, and De Bartolo wasting no time and making no mistake. Gets an outside step on the defender, goes around, and is able to score his first of the game.
Yeah, De Bartolo came in excellent positioning early on in the game, finding Wahiz Rahimi, who scored on in the game, and now De Bartolo putting one in the back of the net here, putting up Humber by half a dozen on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they played a phenomenal game, to say the least. And, you know, everybody getting rewarded here for the side of Humber.
And you talked about it just at the start of that play. Excellent defensive recovery by Bartolo to recover the ball and just take advantage of what was a miscue on the side of Niagara Knights.
Something to keep an eye on. Carrasco still appears to be limping a little bit, so hopefully he'll be all right. You know, didn't take the goal kick. We know how much power he has in his kicks.
Yeah, has been opting for more so those controlled, closer end passes off of the goal today. But appears to be in this game. We'll keep an eye on him. There's Danny Medeiros to Cadell Thomas. Noah McIntyre on the far side. Humber once again spreading out the field. There's the goal scorer on the last goal, Bartolo. Damien Kay, who's looked dangerous many times in this game. Cadell Thomas. Danny Medeiros right there. And Cadell Thomas. Humber doing a great job moving the ball along, building this attack here. Continuing to keep added pressure on the Niagara Knights. Something they do very well throughout the field and throughout the game. Trying to find Santiago Muniz. An offside flag for the Hawks on that cross attempt for Muniz. And Niagara starts out from their own zone. Once again, Zach, you see Humber putting the pressure on right away.
Yeah, and just it's kind of that mentality, you know, just don't give them any room to breathe. Try to just keep as much possession and much pressure as you can in this game.
It's almost like a 90-minute pressure cooker that you're in with the Humber Hawks. You don't really get a minute every time with the ball. You don't even get a minute to think, because as soon as you have it, the Hawks are on you. We're going to see a goalie change for the Hawks as well. Throw in still. Humber has it. Muniz. Uccello. Noah McIntyre. He'll go to the far side. Luca Pinto. De Bartolo now. To McIntyre. He'll make a run. He'll go to Danny Medeiros. Damien Kay. Once again using the field, Humber Hawks. Uccello. He'll try to cross it into the box. Opportunity. Damien Kay has it. And just over the net from Damien Kay.
Just missing is Damien Kay. You know he wants it. It's going to happen. It's going to happen eventually. He's gotten too many good looks over the last few games to not get one.
Yeah, take a look at that one again. Damien Kay, the ball right at his feet. He puts that one just a little bit higher than he would have liked to be. But once again, as you mentioned, ball finding him, opportunities finding him. One just got to go in. There's plenty of time left in this game, about 27 minutes left in this soccer game here. So it could happen. As Niagara Knights wait for this goal kick. And here we go. Goal kick for Niagara. That one's taken out of zone. Luca Pinto recovers. Cadell Thomas has it. Tries to find Muniz. De Bartolo. Bartolo with Damien K. Damien K shoots and blocked. Damien K still has it. He shoots. He scores. Damien K finally puts that one in the back of the net.
Finds the back of the net, and so many opportunities throughout the game for K, and he finally is able to get one. A little bit of a sigh of relief you can see on him over there. But another look at it here. And a little bit hard to see just because the sun peeking through the. It's kind of a nice day now that the sun's out, but Damien K, first shot blocked, stays with it, doesn't panic, recovers, and sinks the second one.
Now, on that angle, it's a little bit better to see. You see Santiago Muniz started that attack. Ball rebounds to Damien K. He shoots the first one, blocked, gets the second one, and puts Humber up 7-0.
Yeah, it was a bit of a chilly day, man. The sun was hiding behind the clouds, but of course, the one time that a goal happens, it comes out.
Yeah, now directly in our eyes and right into our camera view, as you can see on your screen. And Humber Hawks pressing once again. There's Cadell Thomas. Uccello gets the 1-2. Thomas with it. Tries to center. And that kicked out for a corner kick. So Humber Hawks continuing to press, leading 7-0. And they'll have another opportunity in the offensive zone as they have a corner kick upcoming. And it also looks like Humber getting ready for a substitution here as Cameron Heslop getting ready. A corner kick taken. Danny Medeiros has it, stolen from one of the Niagara Knights players. Isaiah Knoll. Nice move there by Knoll to keep the ball moving. Uccello finding Cadell Thomas. Thomas still has it. Centering ball, and that's in the back of the net. That's Damien K once again.
And in as many minutes, Damien K gets his second, but injury on, looks like number 22 for the side of Niagara, just the way he cut back on his knee. And that him going down there kind of gave Cadell Thomas the space to work and the open pass to Damien K.
Yeah, it was just incidental contact when Thomas was making the crossover. I think the Niagara Knights player stepped wrong on his foot, which kind of may have pulled the muscle. And as you mentioned, that gave Cadell Thomas the opening to find Damien K to put that in the back of the net. Damien K, who'd been hot and taking opportunities all game long, now has 2 in this game in a short amount of time, and the Hawks lead 8-0. And as you mentioned, the player injured on the side of Niagara Knights. Trainers taking a look at him. That was Noah Wilson, number 22.
Yeah, it just appeared the way he jumped towards his right, or it just looked like when he fell on that knee, buckled a little bit. Still down over inside the box area, and hopefully he'll be okay. It's looking like he's going to be able to try to get up on his own. But the goal there puts Humber up 8-0 against Niagara in the 67th minute here.
Yeah, it looked like when Cadell Thomas was doing that crisscross move, the way Wilson may have stepped, may have just pulled a aggravated muscle or a ligament of sort.
Yeah, you obviously hope it's not serious.
Yeah, player safety of utmost importance here. It looks like he is helped to the side by his teammates. And trainer will jump in. A substitution does come in for Noah Wilson. And here we go once again. Niagara Knights now trailing 8-0 with about 22.5 minutes left in this game. And here's Humber with the pressure. Santiago Muniz steals. There you see, despite scoring another goal, Humber not ready to back off and just continues to be the aggressor in this game, Zach.
Yeah, just keeping pressure, keeping control of the game. They don't want to really have the momentum shift in any way. They want to finish out their home stand here on a high note. Playing a good 90 minutes.
Nifty move there by Kofi Awa. Damien Kay with an opportunity, but right into the goalkeeper.
Yeah, Kay, throughout the start of the game, it was hard for him to find any opportunity to get the ball in the back of the net, but, last 3, he scored on 2 of them.
Yeah, and almost had his third of the night on that opportunity. But goalkeeper doing a great job of making himself big and as the aggressor on Damien Kay. And De Bartolo starts it once again. Cadell Thomas. Del Thomas still with it. Thomas still has it. He'll try to cross, but right into the arms of the goalkeeper. Niagara will try to counterattack. You see Niagara coming quickly. Isaiah Knoll will take control of that. And Isaiah Knoll goes down as the referee comes over. A corner kick for the Niagara Knights, but trainer coming on for Isaiah Knoll.
Yeah, you can hear Cadell Thomas and Damien Kay talking, just saying it's his ankle, so hopefully he'll be okay. He's a very big, important piece on the backfield for the side of Humber. Hopefully it's nothing too serious and he's able to come back.
Yeah, most definitely, like you said, he is a key player on the back line for the Humber Hawks. And as you mentioned, an important player.
Yeah, really, majority of the game, he was kind of just playing that backside with Mazarski, and it was just kind of them two just really holding it down really well with just the 2 of them. And so hopefully, first year player for the Hawks, but he's really contributed a lot to this team.
Yeah, it looks like he took an awkward fall. But players waiting and trainers taking a look at him. And Damien Kay and the trainer will help up Isaiah Knoll, and he'll head out with some assistance.
Yeah, it's that left ankle, I believe. Just the way he fell on it, the turn. Hopefully, down the road, obviously playoffs coming up, he'll be able to recover, heal. But yes.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. When you're the Humber Hawks, you've already secured your ticket to the OCAA postseason. Why not just rest your players and use the entirety of the roster, which they do on any given night. They bring in players to keep everybody fresh based on how good everybody on this entire roster is. You can't really call them depth players. They're pretty much all players on this team because they come in all the time and just keep everybody reminded that this is a full team unit. That corner kick off of a Humber player and remains a corner kick for the Niagara Knights on the far side this time. An opportunity there, but cleared out by Uccello. And Damien Kay called for a foul. Free kick given to the Niagara Knights. Damien Kay called for a foul there. And looks like Wahiz Rahimi's going to get ready to come back into this game. A dangerous opportunity here for the Niagara Knights, Zach. here comes the kick, and that is high. It'll go out for a goal kick. And Wahiz Rahimi will come into the game for none other than number 11, Cadell Thomas.
Yeah, and I mean, if it's the end of the day for Cadell Thomas, phenomenal game, 2 goals again, and the player of the week, showing why he was given those honors.
Cadell Thomas has been excellent so far for the Humber Hawks this season. Had a hat trick, as we mentioned, against the Condors. Had one more away, and another player that could get the hat trick tonight is Damien Kay. And as Humber Hawks coming up again, De Bartolo. De Bartolo still with it. He'll shoot. That's saved. Bartolo still has another opportunity. And into the gloves of the goalkeeper. And that goal kick controlled by Humber. Santiago Muniz. Noah McIntyre now. He'll move it up. Humber with it. Muniz with the pressure, but taken over by Niagara. Cameron Heslop giving chase as that one is out of bounds for a Humber throw-in.
Just roughly 15 minutes left in regulation time. But Humber, just played sensational, up 8-0 on a night where, it was chilly at first. It's still a little bit cold, but, fairly warmer, I would say. But, hey, that's just me.
Yeah, it's nicer weather. Like you said, the sun is shining. Well, it was shining. It's behind some clouds now. Clear skies. Wind is kind of going. It's a little chilly, but not too much, I'd say. Perfect weather for some soccer. That last whistle makes it a Humber ball, as it was a foul on Niagara. And Humber now. Sebastian Delgado on the far side. De Bartolo. Maceo Harrison. He'll find Uccello. Uccello crosses into the hands of the goalkeeper. Trying to find one of the heads of a Humber Hawks there on that cross, but unable to connect. And Uccello with some pressure there as Niagara trying to come the other way. Niagara pressing. Delgado with some pressure. And out of bounds. Throw in for the Hawks. Long ball for Lucho Cello. Cello has it. Trying to find Damien Kay, but not doing. Uccello gets it back. Muniz tries to chip it past, but heading to the goal. Damien Kay with some pressure. Bartolo has it. Shot, and he scores. De Bartolo. What an opportunity for the Humber Hawks.
And, there was just, it was a loose ball in front. Damien Kay just missing it. The defender tries to clear, but De Bartolo right there and gets the nice shot, tucking it just inside that left post.
Yeah, there was Santiago Muniz there off of that opportunity. Damien Kay was right there, ends up being with De Bartolo, and he does not waste putting it back in the back of the net. His second goal of the match. Hawks leading 9-0. 10 minutes, roughly about 10 minutes to go. And it looks like it was a short rest for Danny Medeiros as he'll be coming back. And
another for Luca Uccello. And the senior player will come off. If it's possibly his last time on this field, the home field, he left it with flair. Another multi-point game for him.
And second player coming off is Damien Kay there, and returning into the game is Luca Pinto. So 2 players that have played majority of the first half returned in the lineup. Niagara from their own end. Unfortunate giveaway for the Hawks, but Kofi Awa steals that one right back. McIntyre now to Maceo Harrison. Rahimi back to Harrison. Danny Medeiros tries to chip that one, but Humber gives it away. And they steal it right back. There you see the calculative patience from the Hawks in their passing play. And that is offside on that pass to Rahimi.
Man, that's kind of really been the only downfall of Humber, just the offsides they've had. But other than that, just pitch perfect really on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, when you're aggressive, sometimes those plays will happen. Humber unfortunately falling on the wrong side of those offsides, but many of them coming their way, finding their way to the back of the net. And that one there, out of bounds. Humber gets the throw in. And Humber doing, again, a quick throw in, not wasting much time to get the play going. Rahimi putting on a run there. And Bartolo putting pressure and a goal kick for Niagara. About 9 minutes remaining, plus whatever added time is added on at the end. Long goal kick here. Niagara trying to break through in the Humber zone. Opportunity and a sliding tackle by Kofi Awa will bring that ball out of bounds. Smart play there by Kofi.
Very heads up on that play. You know, just they had a step. Niagara had a step there, and Awa just really shut it down. Get that slide cancel, get the ball away, clear it. Doesn't matter if it's their ball or ours on the sideline, just as long as that play gets shut down.
Yeah, just trying to get that ball out of danger at that point and just realizing an attack was building. A veteran play there by Kofi Awa. And then that last exchange, Humber ends up snuffling the attack and turning it into a goal kick. And they'll get to start out again. You see Kofi Awa. Danny Medeiros. Trying to find Munez, who's putting on a run. Munez with a chip, and he'll put that in the net. Santiago Munez with a chip move. 10-0 for the Hawks.
Yeah, first it was just a nice pass by Danny Medeiros, and then the chip over the head of the goaltender. Heads up play by Munez as the Hawks have reached double digits. 10-0 in the 82nd minute.
Now, what a smart play by Munez there, just chipping that one over the goaltender or goalkeeper and just realizing the space and location and how aggressive the goalkeeper was there. Just able to nicely touch that one and put it in the back of the net was Munez.
Yeah, that's his first of the match. 10th, like I said, by Humber, and it's been pure domination really since the first minute.
And there you see, after scoring the goal, Humber already on the attack, once again pressing. And that ball out of bounds, Niagara throw-in. Stolen by Danny Medeiros. Humber right back on the attack. A chip into Bartolo. Wahiz. Danny Medeiros. He gets tackled. And a free kick for the Hawks outside the 18-yard box there. Nice little give and go there by Wahimi Rahiz and Danny Medeiros before that foul. And looks like it will be Medeiros that will take that corner free kick. A four-man wall built up by the Niagara Knights.
Could be a fake play here to Munoz as well. Both are lined up. Nope, straight.
Taken by a shot attempt there right off the bat by McIntyre, and that one right into the gloves of the goalkeeper. A goal kick. Munoz steals it. An opportunity right back for the Hawks. Here's Bartolo. He'll pass it to Medeiros. Medeiros still with it. Rahimi makes a run. And that out of bounds from the pressure is for the Hawks, so they'll get a throw in. Hawks continuing the attack. Maceo Harrison to Rahimi. He has it. Back pass from Medeiros. Rahimi still with it. He gets taken down, no whistle. Maceo Harrison. That whistle on that contact by Wahiz and the Niagara player ends up in a turnover for the Hawks. It'll be Niagara ball.
Yeah, the time's drawn down now. Roughly 4 minutes left in regulation. It's been a little bit of a frustrating game for the side of Niagara, and Humber has just really been rolling. So frustration's coming out.
Yeah, not really letting up as they haven't really stopped the attack. As you see, them coming back again after stealing the ball. Spreading the field once again. Here's Luca Pinto. Noah McIntyre, he still has an opportunity for the Hawks. An opportunity, Luca Pinto tries to shoot that on net, but just wide, and that was an offside flag raised on the far side. Isaac DeWard, as you mentioned him at the beginning of the game, coming back into the game. Niagara in their own zone. Noah McIntyre will send it all the way back for Anthony Arruda, the goalkeeper. Delgado. They'll find Pinto. Pinto putting on a run. And Danny Medeiros with a shot, and he'll put it in the back of the net. Danny Medeiros makes it 11-0 for the Humber Hawks.
Hard shot, top left corner by Medeiros. And he started off the game playing defense, but he's ending it here on the attack. And just a hard shot.
Yeah, great run by Luca Pinto on the far side. Comes inward, finds Danny Medeiros right there. And Medeiros with a powerful shot just puts that in the back of the net. 11-0 for the Hawks here in the dying stages of this game. A commanding lead for the Hawks so far in this game, Zach. A commanding performance. And Niagara starts out once again, and right there you see Humber back on the ball.
Yeah, just phenomenal play so far all day by the Hawks. Really just getting everybody involved, whether that be just passing it through the back or just good passing up front through the attackers. Everybody is getting a touch, and everybody's just kind of really just having a good game.
Yeah, they've done excellent job of moving the ball, finding open spaces like we've said it multiple times. Humber's just been consistent. And a shot attempt here from Noah McIntyre from long on out, and that one will be wide of the goal as we enter the final minute of this game. Niagara with an opportunity building here on the Humber Hawks. And that kicked out of bounds by Delgado and safely away from allowing that attack to build. And you see the Humber Hawks women's team coming into the field as they'll be in action shortly after this one, taking on the Niagara Knights women's team. A little delay here on this throw-in from the Niagara Knights. And a shot attempt there. Niagara still has it. Shot blocked. And Anthony Arruda with a diving effort will clear that one. And Delgado mounting the crease. And that'll do it for this game. The Humber Hawks men's team will win 11-0 against the Niagara Knights, improving their record to 9-0 on the season with 11 goals on this game. And that will mark their end of their homestand, as you mentioned earlier on, Zach. They have one more game remaining in their season as they take on the Sheridan Bruins on the road. But what a performance here by the Hawks today.
Yeah, you said it. The Hawks just all around played a phenomenal game. Everybody got a touch, and 11 goals, just blowout game for the Hawks. You see it right there. 30 attempts, 19 on target, 8 corners, 2 saves, and 11 goals. Hawks were just rolling today, and you see all the players scoring. A lot of 2-goal games for players, but like you said, what's next for number 1 Humber Hawks? Well, they conclude the regular season. On October 15th, they're going to take on Sheridan, and kickoff is set for 2 p.m. And Manny, that will be a good game to watch and a good way to conclude a really, really good season so far for the Hawks.
Yeah, most definitely will. If you're still with us on Hawk Sports Network, don't go anywhere. We'll be back shortly with the women's game against the Niagara Knights.